Kong Skull Island, reference to Shimo, Rodan, Titanus Camazotz, and plan to execute Godzilla. These are just a few of the references and Easter eggs in the trailer from Monarch Legacy of Monsters, the new Godzilla series. Come with me in this complete analysis where we'll see all the details. Welcome back to Nerd Insight, your daily nerd news channel. Today, the day has finally come when we'll analyze the trailer from Monarch Legacy of Monsters. For those who didn't see my initial review, I'll leave the link up here, and down below, there's the like button. Give it a like to help reach more people. Many want to watch this video but can't because it doesn't have enough reach. When you like the video, it gains more reach and reaches more people. As we know, the series will shift between the past, present, and future. The past is when Godzilla first appeared. The present is Godzilla in 2014, and the future is in 2017 with Kong and Skull Island. So the trailer shows various events from the past, present, and future. We just have to understand how they'll piece all this together in a way that doesn't get confusing. We already know that investigator Lee Shaw, played by Kurt Russell, and his son Wyatt Russell, will suffer a great loss in the past, probably at the hands of Godzilla. Because of that, he joins Monarch to try to discover or find a way to stop or at least study these kaijus. Another important detail is a map shown in this trailer that says property of Randa. For those who don't remember, Bill Randa is that Monarch researcher who managed to convince the US government to organize an expedition to Skull Island. But we still can't quite understand the timeline for this scene because, as we saw in the movie, he was killed by a skullcrawler. This was in 2017, and later, the briefcase with some information was lost, probably in the ocean, and found by someone and taken back to the United States. So this scene would have to take place after 2017, but it looks a lot like 2014. So did this scene happen before he went on the expedition to Skull Island? We'll have to watch the series to find out. And it seems that this series will also show the events of the attempt to execute Godzilla. We have those old film clips, and even this person looks a lot like Serizawa. We know that he was involved in the first attempt to kill Godzilla with that bomb. Even though he was against it, we even see the bomb being made with the anti-Gajira symbol. So I think it will be very cool to have these flashbacks from the past to explain more things. Because this series itself, I think it will come to explain the loose ends of the monsterverse, to align us more with what's to come, without having to tell everything in a 1.5 or 2 hour movie. Then we have what seems to be a Monarch expedition, which appears to be an aquatic expedition, where they'll enter this bubble to somehow understand Godzilla's waters, or where he came from, or something like that. And we also see that the world itself is starting to prepare for the next attacks. And as I mentioned before, this trailer shows Bill Randa on Skull Island, and there we see some titans. For example, the flying titan Camazotz, which has a very cool reference to Shimo. If you notice its tail, it's very similar to Shimo's own tail. I thought that was pretty cool, few people noticed it. So here's the reference to Shimo. And we also have Rodan coming out of this thing that I couldn't identify. It looks like one of those scraps from a spaceship or helicopter, something like that. But I'm still trying to understand how Rodan ended up there. Remember that, until now, it's set in 2017. So did Rodan leave there and go to that volcano in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken, to stay there? Or was this another type of Rodan? We'll have to find out. I'm waiting for more information. If you have any information or if you've figured out what's going on there, put it in the comments. And then what appears to be the most important scene in this teaser trailer, which is another perspective on the 2014 San Francisco incident, in which we see Godzilla passing through the Golden Gate Bridge, destroying everything in his path, just to defeat the Mutos and remain the alpha male. This trailer opens up a lot of space for theories, but what really confuses is the issue of time and events. But I'll bring any news here for you, so subscribe to the channel and keep the notification bell on so you'll always be notified when new news comes up. Take care, and until next time.